First item on the agenda is approval of the agenda. Is there a motion? Moved by Councilman Vilhauer, second by Councilman Albertson. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed signify by saying nay. Motion carries. Item number 2 is public comment, and this is the time for anyone who wants to speak about something that isn't on the agenda to come forward. I don't see anybody, so move on to item number 3, which is approval of minutes from the May 2nd, 2018 meeting. Is there motion by Albertson, second by Roby? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed signify by saying nay. Motion carries. Item number 4 is authorization for the mayor to sign the local government certification form in the State of South Dakota Emergency Solutions grant application for the Beacon Center. And we have some Beacon Center reps here, so if you'll please approach the microphone and say your names and tell us a little bit about what the Beacon Center is and what the purpose of the grant is.
And
I'm Denise Regals, the Executive Administrator.
And what this grant does is a grant through South Dakota Housing Development Authority, and we submit this grant every year. And this particular grant, when I submitted this to you for your signatures, is basically showing the support of the city and our community to continue providing services to the community. This particular grant is awarded through the South Dakota Housing Development Authority through PEER, so they oversee any of the dollars and the draws that we do. But this helps with operating costs, and also it takes on a different type of mechanism than most grants. We are able to offer support for our individuals for as far as security deposits, rent, utility deposits, and their utility payments. So when you see the number, I think that what we're looking at this year is $127,000. We won't get that, but we ask. And but we're also looking at trying to. This grant can actually it's through the McKenty-Vento Act, and this is a homeless type of grant, so it supports homeless individuals, which is where our individuals fall. And so this can help our domestic violence and sexual assault and also homeless individuals. We have not ventured down that road before, but we are really looking at that piece because we do not hold that piece in this community. As a matter of fact, I think the Salvation Army called us Monday, I think it was, and asked who did that piece. And I was like, you guys? So we're actually looking at potentially trying to support some of those individuals as well, because that is a cost to the city and the community to support those individuals. It's not going to take anything away from what we do. We were able this past year to put into place a universal room within our facility, and this is for the purpose. It was for the purpose starting out for genders, or for males, because we provide services to all genders. And when that room is not being occupied by one of our females or males, it could be used for that other population that we sometimes see in our city. Like it or not, that's, we have to be able to provide that service. And really, South Dakota Housing would like to see us do that across the board. We haven't done it in the past. We just didn't feel that we were capable to take that on. I've been in this position now for almost 7 years, and so I really think that we've really kind of taken a really good hold on what the community needs. So basically, it's just you supporting in our efforts to sign up on this grant and continue our efforts to provide services to the individuals that do come and seek out our services.
Thank you. That's a very important service, and we appreciate that you provide it, and you do a really nice job. And I've had a tour of the facility. It's really nice. It's friendly and welcoming and safe, and that's important. So appreciate your making the presentation. Are there any questions? Councilman Vilhauer?
Not a question, but a comment. I've lived in Watertown almost 40 years, and it wasn't until my daughter-in-law worked for a short time a few years ago that I became a little more aware of all the services that are provided there. I mean, I was, just oblivious to what all goes on there and all the service that are provided. So definitely become more of a believer and supporter of the organization and the work that you do here in Watertown and the area.
Well, thank you. We loved Ellie, so.
Is this a grant you've received in the past?
Yes.
Do you get it every year?
Yes.
In a certain amount? Does it vary normally?
It does. It can vary. This last year we received, now this is a little staggering, when our ask last year was $91,000, we got $39,000, but then we went back in and asked for, they had some recaptured funds and some funds that were still left over. So there was two different categories. So we were awarded an additional $17,000 or $1,000 just this past month. So that's in addition to what we were awarded. So it brings it, closer to, $59,000 or something of that nature. So when we go out, we know when we put our ask out there, we're not going to probably get what we ask, and that's really this time of year we're really tweaking our numbers and trying to figure out where we can go in the next couple years. And we're looking this year as well to put overnight staff in place, and so our numbers are definitely changing, and but that's for the safety of the individuals we provide services to as well. So I think it's just everything that we're doing right now, we're just trying to look into the future to make sure that we continue to provide a safe environment for individuals that we do have services for.
Yes. Other questions or comments? All right. Well, thank you very much for your
Thanks for having us.
presentation. Look for a motion for authorization. Moved by Councilman Albertson, second by Councilman Vilhauer. Any further discussion? See none. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed signify by saying nay. Motion carries. Item number 5 is old business. Any old business? Item 6, new business. Any of that? Item number 7 is executive session. We have no reason to go into executive session, so I'll look for a motion to adjourn. Moved by Councilman Roby, second by Councilman Vilhauer. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries.